Flatland. The inspiration for this set of lectures was initiated by reading Flatland, A Romance in Many Dimensions, which was written by Edwin Abbott in 1884. This is the story of a square who lives in a flat two-dimensional universe, is visited by a three-dimensional sphere, and goes on to explore 0, 1, and three-dimensional spaces. Clearly, one intent of the book is to get the reader to contemplate four-dimensional space. My subsequent thoughts on the matter motivated these lectures, and the grand culmination is a way of depicting a four-dimensional container that makes sense to me and I would like to share with you. Now, anyone in this class who reads Flatland and then subsequently has a discussion with me on the topic, come by my office hours sometime or meet with me after class, no written submission will be required or even accepted, will receive somewhere between 1 and 5 points added to their overall course grade, depending on the level of discussion. That is like saying it adds 1 to 5 points to every single one of your exams, plus to your homework grade, plus to your attendance grade, absolutely across the board. Not just a few homework points, but this is a huge addition. This basically could raise your grade half a letter grade, depending on the level of discussion. If you come and sit in my office and say, I don't know, I read it, and you have nothing to say about it, if you can at least convince me that you have read the book, you get 1 point. If you have an engaging conversation with me that tells me that you really thought about it and it affected the way you think about things, and then you can get 5 points, a true half a letter grade. Now, the book can be purchased inexpensively online. The cheapest one I saw was 15 cents, but, $4 shipping and handling, and can also be found online. You go to Google, you type in Flatland. The first link is the Wikipedia article, but the second link is, ta-da, the book. The entire book with all of the pictures. It's not the shortest book. It's less than 100 pages, I believe. They call it a novella. Anyway, one caveat. As a book written in Victorian England, it has views about class and women that could be disturbing to modern, sensitive readers. The belief that women are of a dimension less than men and can't be educated and are only good for cleaning and cooking and taking care of children strikes some people as a bit dated, which it is. It also has many long-winded explanations and descriptions that were popular back in the days before television, but not so popular today. We like people to get to the point. We like to see it on television. We like to see movies. But once upon a time, people wanted long-winded discussions because a book is what kept you going on the fireside in the cold, dark days of winter, and there was no TV or radio to entertain you. Now, in 1965, a person named Dionysus Berger wrote an update to the book called Sphereland, a fantasy about curved spaces and an expanding universe. This covers basically all of the material of Flatland, but at a much faster pace, much fewer long-winded explanations. It also updates the notion of intelligence and capacity of women. Suddenly, women can be educated, and they're the equals of men. And it covers a great deal more material, more than just talking about the fourth dimension, but talking about other concepts from higher dimensional geometry. You could read this book as well, just as much as Flatland, also for extra credit, but I don't know about it being available online. You'd have to purchase it. There's no copy at the MCLA library. The Flatland copy from MCLA library has been lost or stolen, but Sphereland, you could get it through Interlibrary loan.